Hey, Call of Duty Zombies is a game with a huge fan base, and this is shown with the tons and tons of custom maps out there, some of them being entire games and game modes within themselves, and the last thing you'd expect with all this creative output is, well, a fan game. But that's what our main focus of today's video will be, and it goes by the name nzp.gay, so yeah, very creative. But something very unique about this game is that anyone can play it no matter what specs you have. All you gotta do is type nzp.gay into your browser and you should be good from there. And what sets this game apart from anything else is that it's actually built in the Quake engine, which just adds more to the cool factor, and it's actually way more fun than most COD zombie games out there, even real Treyarch ones. And I only wish I knew about this before I left school, but I just had to go and see some random YouTube short telling me about it, which gave me the idea for this video. And since I'm not creative enough to make the intro any longer, and I just kind of want to show you the game anyway, I want to quickly say thank you to the NZP team for making this game. It's amazing and I really enjoyed playing it. And well, I'm just going to cut to the video now. And well, the first thing I decided to do in this fan game that I've never seen before, which has a good roster of maps that I've also never seen, was actually boot into their version of Nuketown, because why not? But I do want to put a quick disclaimer here: my gameplay will not be great. Since I'm a controller-brained idiot that can't wrap my head around mouse and keyboard, I'm really not in my comfort zone playing this, and it shows. And to be honest, there's not very much I can say, it was just knacked. But the one thing I can say though, is how fun the guns actually felt to use. They were janky, don't get me wrong, that's to be expected, but they felt powerful. They were kind of like the World at War guns with the way they felt, and I guess that's kind of the point since this game was starting development in 2009. But the guns also strike the very, very fine line between guns that It's Your Boy Brandy Boy would love and enjoy, and ones he'd absolutely despise. Like the fact that you have to cock your gun every single time you reload, even if you only shoot one bullet, and the hip fire, I don't even want to get started about it, it's laughably bad. And the first thing I actually wanted to do in this game was to hit the box just to see what roster of guns they actually put in there, and that's when I saw it. They have a fucking ray gun in this game, and you know this video isn't ending until I get there, but I guess the STG will do for now, since, well, it is kind of one of my favourite guns after all. And well, back to more knack gameplay, which wasn't really a problem for me since I was having a blast, because even with the low graphics, it's still so fun to watch their heads explode when you shoot a burst of bullets into them. And another neat touch was the dead zombies actually have collision, so when you shoot a zombie you've already killed, the body will react and move away, which I wish more zombie games had this. So far, World at War is the only one so far that I've seen this in. And still chasing the dream of me having the ray gun, I just wanted to hit the box as much as I could in this game, and I may not got the ray gun, but I got the next beefiest gun, the beefiest gun of them all, the 357 Magnum, and this thing just felt super cool to use. I mean, it would one-shot kill, and with the recoil of the gun sent at 50 feet in the air, it just made the experience so magical for me, and well, I don't care how that sounds, it was fun. And for the next couple of rounds, I just kept hitting the box for the chance to get the ray gun, but I did get a few guns that I liked, like when I got the Scope Car 98, which I missed enough shots with to rival that one cop that got scared of an acorn, but I did end up getting his cooler older brother just after, which was the PTRS, which was so fun to use, don't get me wrong, but it made you run at a snail's pace, it was barely usable. And my next gun after that was actually Death, on round 10. And I ended up dying to a zombie that was so strong enough to tank a 357 Magnum round to the face. And well, that's it for Knacked. It's time to actually play a map unique to this game. And the map I chose was called Warehouse, and there was actually two versions of this map. And one was called Classic and one was just called Regular Warehouse. And if it's good enough to keep around the Classic version, it's good enough for me to play, so that's the one I actually ended up choosing. Warehouse kind of reminded me of those custom maps where the zombies spawn infinitely, since when you spawn in, all the barriers are next to each other and they all lead down one singular hallway. And this kind of made the first couple rounds quite easy, but I do get why they did this. It's supposed to look like a warehouse, I don't know what else I expected. The map being easy wasn't really something that was going to last, because as I opened up more and more doors, it just had a massive jump in difficulty since all the zombies would come from every single angle, and I wasn't wearing my headphones whilst playing, so I just could not know where one was unless I was making direct eye contact with me, and that wasn't really very viable. What I wasn't really expecting in this game was the existence of dog rounds, but this game just loved surprising me and ended up giving me one on round 6. And these dogs were actually kind of beefy, they wouldn't just die instantly like the Black Ops 3 dogs. And also, they can teleport. But that's what I'm going to say anyway, because I don't want to bruise my fragile ego any further than this. Because as I was reloading, one snuck right up behind me, and it decided to kill me and put me in my place. But at least Quick Revive works. Because I'm so good at this game, and I always learn from my mistakes, I ended up taking another down literally the next round. And that also meant I had to buy my last Quick Revive. And the machine actually disappeared, which was a nice touch. I wasn't really expecting that to happen. But you know what wasn't nice? The fact that I have no more Quick Revives left, and I probably won't live long enough to be able to get the ray gun. Realising my own mortality, I decided I needed to find Jug, so I searched desperately across every corner of the map just to find it, and I actually ended up finding it inside this little power room, which would actually be my home for the majority of the game. And if you're wondering why I chose this place out of all the places in the map, it's actually because of this wall directly in the middle of the room. Because the zombies are flooding in and you really need to reload, step behind this wall, the zombies tracking will get very confused and they'll start going the long way around it, giving you enough time to reload even the slowest of guns, then you just step back out and carry on shooting. And yes, I did very much so abuse this trick. Buying the last of my perks at the beginning of round 11, and the perks I ended up getting were Jug, Quick Revive, Double Tap and Speed Cola. There was Mule Kick, but I feel like I tortured myself enough on any other video on this channel, and this was more laid back and kind of like a vacation. Ignoring the fact that I did kind of have a vacation for about 6 months. But ignoring all that, the double tap version was actually kind of nice because it was the version where you do double damage and it shoots 2 bullets, so that's a nice touch. I like this game. But now, it's ray gun time. So for the next couple of rounds, every single point I made went straight into that box, and that's when I got it, the Wonder Waff. It may not be a ray gun, but I bet you're as surprised as I am that it's even in there, because I had no clue. And this thing worked wonders. It carried me for so many rounds, and obviously the secondary gun that I had, the MG42, obviously helped as well. Some very big gripes to this version of the MG42, and one of the main ones is the hipfire accuracy. I mean, every gun in this game is bad to a degree with the hipfire, but this gun was a whole new level. Like when it was a dog round, and I actually made the dog feel like Gus Fring out of that one scene out of Breaking Bad with how bad this hipfire accuracy is. And on the next round, I actually encountered a very annoying glitch where your weapons would be switching non-stop. And I never actually learned how to fix this, but luckily it would only show up when I wasn't in the middle of a round, so I got really lucky with that and it actually never ended up killing me, but it was still very annoying. I never ended up getting my ray gun because when I was hitting the box in around 22, my inputs just completely stopped working and I had to watch my character be executed right in front of me. And I'd like to think this was You Always Win looking down on me and smiting me for wanting to go past round 22. But all jokes aside, I generally don't think this was a problem with the game. I think my inputs just got tabbed out or something. And as you are aware, I said I'm not finishing this video until I get the ray gun, and I still haven't got my ray gun, so I decided to play one last map, and I chose the one titled Christmas Special, because maybe the holiday spirit will just bless me with a brand new ray gun for Christmas. But things didn't look too hopeful when I booted up the map and it was not Christmassy in the slightest, and it actually resembled more of the warehouse map than anything. So honestly, I have no clue why it's called the Christmas Special, and spoiler alert, it looked like this throughout the whole entire map. There was nothing that resembled Christmas at all. And honestly, there's not much I can say about this map, it's just more of the same, and that's the core issue with this game. You can play any of the maps out there, and you just get mostly the same experience. And I'm not complaining, it is an amazing fan game, but it's just a tad bit difficult to make a video about it, because I don't really know what to say about these kind of maps, and plus I'm very shit at doing YouTube, so that doesn't help as well. And this map was the complete opposite of the last map, because as I opened up more and more of the map, it got much easier since there's a lot of camping spots. And there were a few to choose from, but my favourite one so far was the one by the staircase, and it was honestly the best spot I've ever seen for camping, even better than the catwalk on Rise. And after camping long enough to realise my lack of skill at this game, I had a lot of points to spend. And what would I spend these points on? Yep, you guessed it, the box. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And after hitting the box only a handful of times, I got it. I finally got the ray gun, and this thing was so powerful it actually corrupted my footage of me using it, but don't worry, I managed to salvage just enough footage to show the ray gun to you. And the ray gun was god awful, and it actually caused my downfall. It was that bad that I tried to grasp an insta-kill after getting right back up just for the chance of survival, and that didn't even work. And this ray gun it was strong, don't get me wrong, it just felt way too inconsistent and way too unreliable. And while I guess the ending to this video is just going to have to be anticlimactic. And yeah, I guess it is anticlimactic, because this is the end of the video, this is now the outro for you guys. And I just wanted to quickly say, I'm sorry if my voice just sounded off this video. I've been quite ill for the past week or so while I've been recording this, and I just wanted to make a quick little video just so you have something to watch, because I don't see myself uploading a challenge video for a while, mostly because I can't really think of any good challenges to do other than ones that will take ridiculously long, and I haven't got time for that at this very moment in time. But I will start to make more and more videos. I fully plan to commit myself to this, but I'm hoping, I just wanted to bring this up because I saw a YouTube short on it and I wish I knew about this game before I got a computer and all that, because there was a point in my life where I was itching for Call of Duty Zombies. I used to have dreams about custom maps, that's how crazy I went. And if I knew about this would have held me over for so long. So I'm sort of just making this video to let everyone know about its existence. But I guess that's it. Subscribe, do whatever, but make sure to comment, because I do really love reading comments. Like, that's better than subscribing and liking any day. I would much prefer that. But yeah, that's it. See ya.